Black Xit Family, Black Xit Family, Black Xit Family. How are you today? I hope you can join me on tonight's live. Thank you, whoever jumps in first. As you know, I do like to give you an extra special mention. So please do put your hellos to me. I'd appreciate that in the comment section. I'm also going to put the invitation for you to join me in the comments section also. I've literally just stepped in from work, so just bear with me. So if you wouldn't mind, we'll have a glass of, oh, your hair looks lovely. A glass of water, please. My brother's looking incredibly handsome, ladies. I'm going to see if he can come on camera so you can see him. Just give me also a mic check to let me know you can hear me also. Please, I would really appreciate that. I'm also putting this post on the page, and also I'm going to put this also in the private chat so that you can do that. Also, I just want to create a couple banners, give a shout out to our partners, of course, Pixpective. If you've not subscribed to Pixpective, please do so. It's a great channel. Oh, thank you so much. Oh, it's got a label on it. Hang on. Can you take that off for me? I don't advertise brands. So I put it inside the private chat. Also, I see a couple comments have come up. So thank you so much. So money. We're going to talk about some money. Let's have a look at the comments. Sorry, comments. I've just made them disappear by accident. So let's have a hello to who's that? Niger Ansari. Hey sis, see you soon. You coming? Babakabar, thank you so much. Good evening, greetings from Babakar. Sending my regards from Amsterdam. Wow, I've been to Amsterdam a few times. Frederick Douglas says, hello, beautiful lady. Thank you so much. That's lovely. And so we're doing our prayers, so I will be missing your program. Yes, I do know that for everybody that is in Ramadan at the moment, you've just broken your fast. So you probably won't be able to join us today. But I just want to say, I hope you do enjoy your Ramadan and also breaking your fast. Hot Reggae Dance Hall Studio. Greetings. Thank you for joining us today. And it's great to see you. Great to have you here. LJ, greetings, my sister. My dear sister. Sorry, let me read it right. Thank you. We're going to have a special guest on today, actually. Oh, sorry. One sec. My phone's ringing. But I have to tell them that I can't take it at the moment. Sorry. I'll call you back because I'm actually live at the moment. So, Miss J, if you were calling me and you're on the live, then please, absolutely do call me back after the live, or in fact tomorrow, because I'll probably be tired. So, Miss J, sorry about that. I'm just going to text you a message to let you know I'm live on Bla Xit. But I would like to share with you actually about this business called Sunbird that I've discovered here in the Gambia, which does trucking and shipping of all things, even like sand, any building materials, called Sunbird, which is owned by a lovely lady. So I'm going to hopefully do an interview with her shortly, and then you'll see more. But if you are looking for sand or anything like that, I do have her card and I can share her details with you if you're here in the Gambia. So I'm just live on Bla Xit. Sorry about this, Bla Xit family. Multitasking as always. But I need to put my phones on silent as well to make sure that... So let's have a look who else is here. ATM Tim, peace and blessings. Thank you. Arif Hassan is in Liberia. So we've got all the way from Amsterdam. Bla Xit is going far. Amsterdam to Liberia. Sharif Ali says, keep up always. Thank you. Mohammed Ali says, may our ancestors be with you and your family always. We love what you are doing. Oh, that's so nice. That's so nice to hear. As you know, our our weekly lives, they're usually weekly, unless, of course, I'm traveling or I'm somewhere else. Usually rotate around a topic. And so today we're going to talk about money. I've got a guest who's coming on. I'm just going to send them the link. I'm just going to send them the link. Let's have a look. There you go. And so that they can join us. So we're going to talk about money. And there are so many different ideas and solutions that can come about that will help you to get back to the motherland. That's right. And good investments. Yeah. So Amina, Timothy Clark, Rise Up Sis will be with you shortly. Oh, that'll be fantastic. So they'll be joining us today. I've just sent you the link quite literally a second ago. Hot Reggae Dance Studio says, greetings from Germany. May Allah accept our fasting and prayers. We love you so much. Thank you so much. I love you too. Yeah, and exactly that. Do enjoy your fasting and prayers. I'm in fact trying to do some fasting myself. In fact, I had really had a headache and felt dizzy, but anyway, from lack of eating, mainly because I'm not able to break fast and do it in the same way because of work commitments sometimes. So Mara Dombaya said, what's going on, Blaxit? A lot of stuff is going on, and it's just really busy. Trying to also work on the Busra project, which has been really exciting, and of course bat off the usual foolery that happens online, unfortunately, and those people that have got nothing better to do because they only get views when they talk about Blaxit. It's like, when I was growing up, my mom used to say, mind your own business, and I really do wish people would mind their own business. They've got their own problems and they've got bigger problems than I have. I'm absolutely sure. Because if they didn't, they wouldn't talk about Blaxit all the time and put Blaxit in their mouth. Unless, of course, you love me and you're obsessed and you just can't stop making videos about me, which is quite interesting because, they say there's no such thing as bad PR. So maybe I should look at it as free marketing. Who knows? Let's look at it positively. So as you know, the usual culprits who hate Black people, who don't want to see Black progress, and of course who don't like the Pan-Africanist agenda are out there doing their dirties. But of course we always stand firm, we always stand with what we're doing, and of course, unlike other people, we do not claim to be perfect. Yes, we make mistakes, and yes, we try to correct them. And no, there are not many mistakes that are being made, thankfully, because with age comes experience. So let's have a look at Sharif Ali. Let's talk about investment ideas. That's what I'd like to talk to you about. So don't just stay in the comments. Please come and join me online. Yeah, please come and join me online. We've got a lovely someone coming in from Egypt. That's Desmond Reiner from Egypt. Greetings. I've just put the StreamYard address once again on the screen for you, and also in the comment section, and it's also in the private chat, so you can cut and paste and you can join us. And so Rosemary Simmons says, first time on, I look forward to learning more about your program. Watching from St. Vincent and Grenadines. We are going international, fam. And of course, views are on my lucky number, which is of course 31. Just want to say thank you to everybody for the birthday super chat last time. It was absolutely brilliant. It was a great program. Really, really enjoyed it. And then there's a big hey from the UK, and that's Riley T. And of course, there's Italist. Yeah, only doing good if you're in the mix. I love that. That is amazing. I love your comments. And Sharif Ali said he's traveling around West Africa. Yeah, as am I. I'm hoping to get to Niger, go to Nigeria very soon, and also lovely Ghana. And if you've heard the news, the year of return is returning. And so I'm quite excited and trying to see if I can actually go this time and find out about all of the repatriation packages that are available there in Ghana, that is available to you as a returnee, because Ghana, has got itself together and is doing the right thing. Right, so we've got Shiba Nima. Thank you. Greetings from the US. Ghana Jallo, One Love Bla Xit watching from Switzerland. So we've got the US, Switzerland, Amsterdam, Egypt, Liberia, UK, Egypt. Wow, this is great. Bla Xit, yay. So Bla Xit, if you're new to Bla Xit is all about your repatriation, relocation. It's about your exit from the West back to the best. That's the motherland in Africa, and that is where I'm based. So if you're watching and you're thinking, where is she? I'm in the beautiful, beautiful Gambia on the west coast of Africa. That's right, and I love Gambia, but Bla Xit also travels. We have been to Sierra Leone. And also we have been to Guinea-Bissau, showing up on our channel, and also to Senegal. And we are hoping to do a lot more countries also. Bla Xit was actually started after an interview with Wodan Meyer, but the concept Bla Xit and the channel Bla Xit has been around since, well, the channel has been around since 2011. But the concept Bla Xit was actually coined out of Brexit. And so Brexit has been around since before 2011, in fact. And the concept of Brexit was all about England leaving Europe. And that has been on the cards for a long time, since I was very young. And so it was still on the cards, and then it eventually happened. So as you know, we lived through the process. And so while they were leaving Europe, we were leaving Europe. So Brexit was for England to leave Europe. Bla Xit is for us to leave and return to Africa, our motherland. So we've got a guest who's just waiting to join. I hope that you're in the studio waiting to go live with us. Give me the thumbs up if you're ready to go. I've got two wonderful people, Amina and Alfonso. So they've just given me the thumbs up. So I'm going to bring them live for you right now. Let's see if they can join us on the stream. Let's see if we can hear you. Let's just change the screen so we can see you properly. Hang on, there we go.
Hello, can you hear us?
Hey. Hey, so good to see you both.
Good evening to you.
To see you both.
You too.
How are you?
Yes, we're fine.
Very well, thank you.
Yes, we're fine.
Very well. Just trying to get some more light here. Yeah, we're very
You look
well.
great. You both look amazing since I last saw you.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, we're enjoying the weather. It's nice and warm here. You know, it's in the 40s.
With a bit of snow.
Oh, so it's nice and snowy.
Yeah.
Yeah, nice and snowy and windy. Hailstone, the lot.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. So we're going to talk money.
We also have with us Des Reiner, the one you said that was from Egypt. He's with us as well. So he should be
amazing. Is he going to jump in the live?
Yes, he will. Yes, just when he gets through to the link that you sent in the chat. Yeah.
I also sent it to your WhatsApp.
Yes, I tried that one. It didn't. It just said it's not working or something. The message came up, so I just used the one in the chat instead. I'm not sure what happened there.
Okay, let me double check that to make sure it's the same. Hang on. Let me put it in the chat again as well. Hello, Wendy Green. How are you? Let's have a look. I'm just gonna post it to see if it's the same. Just posting the link again.
Okay. Oh yeah, because I think Des said the link's not working for him. Oh,
it's the same.
I think it's better.
Let me try it on my phone as well.
Yeah.
It's working for me. I got through straight away.
Okay. If Des, I think if you use the one in the actual live chat, it should work. That's the one
Seth, it looks exactly the same though. ZUBDS 566.
I think maybe it was
www stream. Yeah, it doesn't say StreamYard, does it? It says stream. That's why.
Oh, it says stream.com.
There's a mistake in it. Let me just see what happened. I'm going to paste it again, and I'm going to add StreamYard YARD and see if it works.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think he left the StreamYard off. So let's have a look. Try it now.
I'm going to.
Yeah, it's working now. Sorry, let me come out the studio. Sorry, there was my brother made a mistake when he said it with me.
Oh, I see.
So sorry.
Okay. Let's see if it can.
So let me just copy this to the other guests. Okay, that's done. Sorry about the delay there. So yeah, we're going to talk about money. Obviously, a lot of people want to repatriate. They want to come back to Africa. But one of the challenges that they face is firstly, accumulating money, or sometimes even having money in the first place. Unfortunately, there's a myth that if you live in the West, you're rich. It's a myth. It is a myth. Yeah, the more money you have, yeah. I'm just going to add Des. Hi, Des. Thank you for joining us today. Welcome to Bla Xit. Thank you so much.
Hi, good evening.
Good evening.
Good evening.
How you guys doing?
Yeah, we're
He
fine.
looks rich, doesn't he?
Not that rich, but definitely hot.
Love to.
We're rich in love, dear. We're rich in love.
Well, that's what we are. We definitely are.
Can I give a little bit of a background?
Okay, I'm just going to turn my speaker up a little bit because you sound a bit low. Okay, let me just turn it up a little bit. Okay, there we go. So, guys, I mean, let's let you introduce yourselves firstly to the Bla Xit family, so everybody knows who you are and what you're about. Bla Xit is all about dedicated to repatriation, reinvestment back into Africa. And so, you know, finance is a big part of that puzzle. You know, to pack your stuff and come back, you need to have a plan. You need to have finances in place. You need to be able to build your compound, buy your land, or if you're buying a ready-made house or moving into Taft City, for example, you still need to have money to put down your deposit and also to pay your 10-year mortgage if you have one, or if you're one of those lucky cash buyers, you don't have to. But anyway, you still have to survive, you still have to support yourself, and you still have to ship your goods, you still have to get that car, you still have got lots of practical things that you have to do. My family and I, we repatriated 3 years ago, but we were fortunate that we had the experience of coming back and forth for over 10 years. So that gave us the votable experience that we needed. But what we really would have done well with would have been good financial planning, especially to do with the new crypto. And I wish I had got involved in it, and I wish I got more heavily involved in it, although it's never too late. But at the same time, there's a lot of us, we don't understand it, we don't know it, we can't get with it. But I heard that there's a great system. I saw Amina and she shared something with me, and I was so intrigued and so interested, and I still really want to get involved, but I just need to know more and need to understand more. So I hope that I can now hi Jeton, sorry. I can now kind of take my mic off and hand over to you to share this information. Is that okay? I'm gonna take myself out of the stream so that it's just you guys. You got the floor on Bla Xit. So welcome to Bla Xit. This is your show. You're gonna talk to us about money and talk to us about how we can, you know, make an income to help us to repatriate. Is that okay with you, or can I just throw you in the deep end?
Absolutely.
Yes, thank you very much.
I'm off. Okay.
Okay. Well, first, I think it's only appropriate that I know we're supposed to introduce ourselves, but I like to introduce Des. I like to introduce Des Reiner. So, is that okay with you, Mr. Reiner?
Absolutely fine. No problem at all. I mean.
Right. And well, we met Des through a friend, and what I've learned about him is that he is a very good business. He's got a lot of business acumen, because this man has a fitness business and a property portfolio in Africa. And I'm not going to say where yet, he'll tell you, but he fell in love with this place, and he has now been able to move there and live there and have these businesses through the business that we're going to talk about this evening. He's got great knowledge and has all the answers for you about it. And in addition, he's great fun to work with. And so now I'd like to introduce Mr. Des Reiner.
Thank you very much, Amina. Thank you for that fantastic introduction. And I'd just like to throw some of that back to Amina and Fons, because I've met these guys through the business that we're currently in, and they are absolutely amazing. I call them the superstars because they're rising in what they're doing, in what we're doing. And all I can say to you guys out there in the Bla Xit audience is when you see these guys, follow them. That's all I can tell you. Follow them. Everything they tell you, everything they teach you along the way, follow them, because they're going to the top. And they obviously want to take as many people with us as humanly possible. So, yeah, my name is Des Reiner. I'm originally from London, England. My background is in fitness. I've been in fitness for the last 25 years. I do run my own fitness business in the UK. I have a property portfolio here in Egypt, as it was announced earlier on, that I am in Egypt. And I'm also a brand ambassador for a major tech firm as well. So this is the company that we're going to be talking about and referring to, simply because there's a lot going on out there in the crypto world, but it's not as it's been designed and as everybody knows it, because there's so much more different facets and different parts, moving parts of crypto. And a lot of people like to think, when they hear the word crypto, they just think of Bitcoin or Ethereum and the ones that you hear about in the news and on the media. But there's so much more to it than just that. And the space that we're in is called blockchain. Now, I'm not sure if everybody understands that term. You know, it's a term that doesn't get widely used, but it's the basis. It's the actual foundation for cryptocurrency and for things like Bitcoin. So just to give you a very quick analogy, just to make it a little bit easier for everybody to understand, because when you hear these terms, it can throw you out a little bit. And if you're not used to it, you can get a bit confused, or you can start following the trend of everybody else and thinking that the only way to make money in cryptocurrency is to trade. It's not. It's actually not. There is so many other facets to it. You might hear of mining. You might hear of, obviously, all the different tokens. You hear the words DeFi, and you wonder, what does all that mean? Well, I'm going to try and put it into a very, very, put it into context for you, just to make it a little bit simpler. So I'm going to use an analogy of property. Okay. Now, again, Bla Xit is all about how do you fund yourself. As Nigel was saying, how do we get these things done? How do we repatriate? How do we come back to Africa? In fact, before I start that, I'm going to give you a little bit of history on myself and why I've ended up in Egypt. I came here probably about 16, 17 years ago. The way Egypt was then is not the way Egypt is now. Egypt is a very different country to how it was. And I came here by chance. I came here by chance. A couple of business partners asked me to come over just to take a look. I did, and I loved it. I loved the place that I'm in, and I decided to purchase some property here. And I went against the grain. People told me not to do it how many years ago, and I said, no, this is Africa. This is somewhere that I know, I believe I should be. Fell in love with the place immediately, and decided to plant some roots. So if you find a country within Africa that you love, ladies and gents, go for it. That's all I will tell you. Research the place, but go for it, because you will not have a better feeling in the world than being back where I believe we belong. It's as simple as that. And I'm going to fast forward now to when all this whole COVID thing started. And I believe I was given a message, and I believe each and every one of us was given the same message. Whether you heard the message or not, I'm not quite sure. Some people might have missed it, but I believe it was God's way of telling us to go home. It was his way of telling me to go home. And with the certain projects that I'd set up in the UK and things that I had done in and around Europe, I wasn't getting in front. I was running a business. I wasn't was doing okay financially, but the COVID kind of destroyed a big portion of my business and my income. And I had a, I had a calling, and that calling for me was, in my opinion, go home. And that's what I decided to do. So I'd already purchased property here in Egypt, and I decided that enough's enough. After I think it was the third lockdown in the UK, I said, nah, I'm not doing this anymore. I left June last year and never looked back since. And now, my family members are coming over, my friends are coming over, and nobody wants to leave once they're here. So it's a massive message that I believe we've been given by the man upstairs or the lady upstairs. And I think we should all take advantage of that situation now, because it's one that I believe that Africa now is the center of the financial world, in my opinion. Africa is the continent that everybody not only wants to be on, needs to be on. I can't sort of explain it any other way. In the meantime, in the midst of all of that, I got introduced to a business that completely changed my life, and it's changing a lot of people's lives out there. And it's in, like I said, the cryptocurrency space. So now I'm going to go back to my analogy and show you how crypto works, but I'm going to show you in its basic form. So I'm going to use the analogy of property. Now, when you buy a property, your property is built on land. Okay, now the land gives the property its value, no matter where you are in the world. But 9 times out of 10, well, especially in Europe and especially in the UK, you do not own the land that your house is built on. Over here in Africa, it's very, very different. And in the Caribbean, very different indeed. Okay, so your house is built on the land. Now, what people buy and sell is where the land is, when the house is located, what it looks like, what you've done to it internally, externally, its location, all that sort of stuff. So, and house prices go up and down. That's what makes the value of house prices go up and down, is all these different factors that are attached to it. But now I'm going to give your house a name. I'm going to call your house cryptocurrency. Okay, we're going to have the house and we're all going to call it cryptocurrency. Now, we're going to put it on that same piece of land. Now, what you hear people buy and sell and trade is the different tokens, which is Bitcoin, Ethereum, Dogecoin, all that sort of stuff. Okay, but what about the land that your house is built on? So now I'm going to give your house, the land, a name. I'm going to call it blockchain. I'm going to call it blockchain. So what that simply means is this: the values that your cryptocurrency has, your house, is all created by the blockchain. Now, that's where we have our finance. That's where we have our funds, is in what we call the land ownership. Now, we don't actually own the land, but all of our currencies and all of our values are produced by this term, blockchain. Now, I'm going to put it back into crypto terms. Without blockchain, you do not have cryptocurrency and you cannot have Bitcoin. It's as simple as that. Blockchain creates all the value through the different mechanisms that happen. It creates all the value for all the cryptocurrencies in the world. So you'll have different computers around the world, doing different algorithms, different formulas that will create these values. And this is what the people buy and sell and trade. So that's it in its simplest form. If you can understand that basic form, you can understand where we have our funds. So regardless of what happens to cryptocurrency, to a point, whether it goes up, down, or sideways, we still generate the income based on the company that we are with. Okay, so I hope that makes sense to everyone, because that's the easiest way I can put it out there. Now, the company that we are with and that we are brand ambassadors for is a 4-company alliance. Now, these 4 companies, 3 guys got together and decided that they were going to form an alliance. Rather than having different parts of the crypto world that they were kind of all doing, they decided to join forces and do it together. So with this alliance, what they've done is created what's called a membership, a unique membership, an ecosystem. Within that ecosystem, they have said, all right, what we want to do is expand that ecosystem as far and wide as possible through our membership. But in order to do that, we got to incentivize people to want to be a part of what we're going to create. What they decided to do is said, okay, well, for every single member that decides to join us with our membership platform, we will offer them and generate 0.5% per day, 15% a month on the membership that they acquire, which means depending on what we call how strong you decide to join our organization, you can generate whatever it is you decide you want to earn on top of what you currently have. Now, we see this as a unique funding platform. It's a unique reward program. Now, every single person that becomes part of this program actually can benefit from that 0.5% a day, 15% a month. It's as simple as that. You could also have the option of sharing it with other people in order to not only help and gift, what we call the gift, to somebody else to help generate an income through their personal household. You'd also help to accelerate your own. And as a community, as a unit, as a center of people who decide that they want to take this and run with it as far as they can, what we have done is learn how to utilize this system to make it work. So we're changing the economies in people's households every single day. And it's something that is a blessing to us. It's a blessing to anyone who decides to join us on this quest. And we are looking to create as much unity in a financial space as humanly possible, so that we can all repatriate to Africa, come back to the motherland, do stuff that I'm doing here and various others are going to be doing, in order for each and every one of us to build this ecosystem, but build this membership base that we all benefit from. Now, for me, my question to each and every person who's on this line is, how often do you receive 0.5% a day, 15% a month? How often do you receive that? Chances are it's going to probably never. You don't. We have that opportunity with what we have on our hands today. My next question is, what would you prefer? 0.5% a year or 0.5% per day? And how many different households would you want to change the financial economy for, in order for them and yourself to benefit from something that's huge? We have a global platform. We have hit so many different countries around the world. We're hitting many, many more. But our focus, my personal focus, is to increase what we have here on the African continent so that we can have the stuff that happens in the West. I have a personal goal. I'm going to be creating 2 major academies that I'm going to make sure happens in Egypt and in every single major city in Africa, in every major country and city in Africa. That's my personal goal. So it's not just about making the money and generating an income, changing the financial economy, but also giving back to people who are not as fortunate as us, who do not have the resources we have, and providing them with an opportunity to win. So the future business leaders of the world, and the future, for me, sports stars, because I'm an ex-sportsman myself, and being a trainer and a coach, it's my passion. But having the funding, a constant funding, in order to be able to do this is something that I've never been able to do consistently. I've done it before in the UK, but it's never been consistent. It's never been something that I know has a long-term benefit, long-term strategy, and long-term goals. So for us to uplift everybody within Africa, including ourselves, and if you want to find out a way to repatriate yourself with funding that you can generate for yourself, then the platform that we have is something that you definitely need to take a look at, because you have one of 2 options. You can either take part in it or not. And if you decide to take part, you'll be smiling ear to ear like I do, and like Amina does, and like Fonz does, because we are on a pathway that will create something that the African continent has very rarely seen, or probably never seen before. And it's something that we are very passionate about. I know Fonz and Amina have their goals as well, and what they want to do when they come back to Africa. But ladies and gents, there is something big going on out here. It's something that everybody can do. It's something that everybody can take part in. And I would encourage each and every one of you to contact Fonz or Amina or myself in order to find out some more information about what we have, what we're doing, where we're going, and how we can help change the household economies for each and every one of you, not just in the UK or where you are in the world, but to make sure it happens in Africa like never before. So I hope that answers your question. 0.5% a day, you can't get any better than that. So let's see how we can all get together, like I said, in unity, and do something that is going to be absolutely special for each and everybody who decides to be a part of it. So that's me, ladies and gents. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Thank you. Yeah, I would just like to say
Thank you. Thank you very much as well. Alo, I know Alo wanted to ask some questions, so I'm asking Alo to come back in to ask some questions. So Alo, if you're there, please join back on the stream. I'm going to put the address back out again in the chat. So please rejoin if you can, Alo.
Amina, sorry, you wanted to add something.
Oh yes, I just wanted to say that we've been in the business since July, August last year. You joined in July, didn't you? I joined in August because of what I saw, and we have been close to Nyancho for quite a while, over nearly 2 years. And so we are planning to move to Gambia later on this year, early next year. And it's through this platform that's helped us and given us the strength, the financial strength to do this, to change our lives. Yeah.
Definitely.
And we really simply just want to share it with our people, with as many people as possible who want to do the same thing and probably, can just about make it, but just need that extra thing. This will be that extra and more,
Definitely.
So, yeah. But we're really excited about it, and that's why I spoke to Nyancho about it, and she's very excited. As she said, she wanted to know more, but she loved what she heard, and so we're sharing it tonight. So if anyone else has any questions, I have the live chat on my phone here. Let's have a look. I think I saw someone asking some questions. I see a couple of comments who say they've lost money, but I think this is to do with the coins.
Let me just also add, this is not about trading.
Yeah.
So anyone, I understand that people have been within the trading world and Forex and all that sort of stuff, but this is not about trading whatsoever. So
one of the things, questions I've noticed is how much to start with is one of them.
Okay. I'm going to answer that question slightly differently, how we like to answer it in our platform. We like to say to each and every person, come in as strong as you possibly can, but to the value that allows you to sleep like a baby at night. So what that value is completely up to you. So we will never put a monetary value on anyone to say, yeah, this is what you should or should not do. It's down to you, but we want you to be comfortable with what you want to, with what size of membership that you want to acquire. So I hope that answers that question.
What is the real world use case, please? Is there a white paper for this project?
Is there a white paper? The answer is yes. The answer is yes. So if you wanted to see the white paper on this, you can do. I'm not sure if you can be a non-member and see it. I'm not quite sure if that's the case, but there is a white paper that's out there. So yes, there is one.
Shiba
Thank
Nema.
you.
Yeah. Sorry, I haven't been saying people's names. I'm really sorry. Shiba Nema has also asked 0.5% based on what, please? What is it backed by? I am interested.
Right. So the company's involved in various different technical realms within the crypto space. So they're involved in stuff like DeFi, which is like decentralized finance, crypto mining, crypto exchanges. So how the company has made their money, they've already made their money. That part of it's already done. So let me put it into context. Again, I'm going to use a different type of analogy. Imagine 4 or 5 of the major companies around the world all joining forces. So I'm going to say, just imagine it's, Santander. If you're from the UK, you'll recognize these names: Santander, Apple, Amazon, Sky, and Netflix. Imagine all those companies joining forces. Now, their companies are already built. They've got their customer base. They've already got their money. They're worth billions of pounds. What they've decided to do is say, right, let's create another ecosystem where we're going to build out other businesses within those businesses for a membership base. So the companies are already functioning. The companies are already doing their business. They've been trading for years. Since the business owners have been trading since 2009. The companies have been running since 2014. They just decided to join forces with their different business elements and said, okay, then let's make this system happen. And that's pretty much what they've done. So their companies are already making money and their companies are already doing stuff within that crypto world. They've just decided to do it all together now. And that's pretty much how it works. So it's backed by the individual companies. Like I said, it's not just one company. There's 4 different companies that have joined forces together in order to create what we are generating in that 0.5% a day. So it's backed by the different businesses that they're currently doing and they've been doing for the last how many years? 7, 8, 9 years.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
So, but we can provide more information. But it's just a little bit difficult to put too much out there on this particular forum. We do have presentations that anyone, we will invite each and every person to jump on and just to take a look. Sharif, what is the name of the website? Just to look around. I would say, Sharif, you're better off coming onto a presentation so you can, first of all, see it live rather than just looking at a website. Because a lot of people ask us and ask me, can I see a website? And a website is just a website. Anything can be shown on a website. But when you actually see the people involved, when you actually hear what's going on behind the scenes, when you actually understand the mechanisms that are making the companies work, just looking at a website won't do it justice. It really won't do it justice. So if I was to give you the name and what we just need the gist, I need a dentist. I'm not quite sure what that means. Yeah, so it's better that you see this information because, people will go and look at a website and then I like to say they'll go and talk to Dr. Google and Dr. Google will give them exactly what they're looking for, which sometimes is not always what they need. Okay, so like we like to say, come and join us on a presentation. And that way you can make more of an informed business decision as opposed to just looking at a website and saying, yeah, maybe not, because it doesn't do enough justice. How do we invest? Is there a website? Once again, we get that whole website thing. And it's not an investment. You'll be purchasing a membership, so you will not be actually investing within the company because the companies are already built. So the companies don't need our money. What they need is our presence as members, not our money. So it's not an investment. It's literally you are purchasing a membership, and then once you understand the mechanisms, you'll see exactly how it all works for you. So we have open presentations, live presentations. Are the companies on the BSC, Smart Chain, or Ethereum? We use we use smart chains for our different technical transactions that we do. I wouldn't necessarily say it's on the BSC Smart Chain. We use quite a few. So we use Ethereum Smart Chain. We use the Tron network. it just depends on what transactions are being done, whether you're putting money in, taking money out, that sort of stuff. So they sit on various different networks and systems. So I hope that answers your question, Sheba. Thank you for your question. Do you have any others?
I think oh yes, someone is saying, please, I want to do some due diligence as well.
Mm-hmm. You'd like to do some due diligence? Absolutely no problem at all. We are a very transparent company. If you want to do some due diligence, we have information that we could share with you in order for you to dig deep as you want to, go wherever you would like to take it. But all I would say on doing due diligence is, first of all, obviously, there's complete transparency, so you dig as deep as you want. Secondly is, please do not go to Dr. Google or Inspector Google and try and find out what you need to know. Because, it's very difficult to make a decision like this based on the finances that you could be acquiring your membership with based on Google. And a lot of people do it. So again, we have due diligence packs that we can send to each and every person if you want to dig deep, and you can take a look at any part of the company that you want to see based on the individuals behind the company, the CEOs, and what they do and how they do it. But again, coming to a presentation would be the better way of seeing firsthand what we do, how we do it. And we'd like to extend an invitation to each and every person who wants to see some more information about what we do. We have presentations going on round the clock. So we can furnish you with those presentations at any point, and then it'll be easier for you to make a decision based on that. Send invite please for presentation. Absolutely. If you just contact Amina or Fonz, they'll be able to give you the presentation details. And we'll be able to get you on our next presentation, which could be either tomorrow or Saturday.
Yes, I'll speak to Nyancho, and then she will pass on the information that I give her.
Excellent. Excellent. So speak to Nyancho, and we'll be able to provide all you guys who want to know some more information. I'm glad you do, with the info that you need for any presentations that we have coming up in the next 24, 48 hours.
Okay.
Any other questions? I'd like to ask Nyancho, do you have any questions? If you'd like to rejoin us and jump back in, and if there's any questions that you have that you'd like to ask.
Which will be first.
Here we go.
Coming in.
Oh, there we go. Just came in and went back out again.
There we are.
Yeah, you're back in.
Hi, Nyancho.
Oh.
Yeah, hang on a sec. 1 minute. It's a stream. Oh, what have I done? Hang on a sec. I think I just done it wrong. I just pressed the wrong button. 1 sec.
We're back.
Are you back in?
Yeah,
yes.
we're back.
Okay, apologies. I pressed the wrong button. I'm on a different laptop because the what do you call it? The Mac. We have a problem with the screen, so I'm having to replace it. So I'm just using another laptop, and it's a bit slow. So, and obviously, we've got some big questions. Okay, so
Beauty of life,
also are asking a lot of information. I understand that obviously you can't reveal all your clients, which is confidential.
Mm.
So that's understandable. But I mean, for me, I've actually seen it. So it's really hard to share, because it's better that people actually see a demonstration and then see what it's about. And also, not only that, most times, I'm sorry to say this, but sometimes when and I've experienced this as a Black person, okay, and as an African woman, okay, is that when we do start something good, you know, if this was maybe a presentation by a European company, we wouldn't be so let's just say intrusive with the questions. And the reason why is because we have this, unfortunately, you have like unconscious and conscious bias.
Mm.
We as ourselves, yeah, as Africans, many of us, I'm not saying all, so please don't get me wrong, but many of us, we have an unconscious bias, especially when it comes to our own people, and our own companies and our own ideas and our own investments. And I think that the reason why I brought you on is because I really want to introduce what you're doing to a wider audience. And that's what's important, is that they get the awareness that you're there. Then they can obviously, um, uh, sorry, he's just come through with a plate of food. Yeah. And he coughed over it. Oh my gosh, no, give that to the dog. I don't want to. Sorry, you can't cough over someone's food. Sorry, I'm so sorry. But thank you though, but no thanks. So anyway, I was saying that, you know, we tend to have like an unconscious bias when it comes to things. Someone presented me with a fantastic business idea, and because people's minds will start going. And so I mentioned to a friend, listen, you know I met someone from this location, and they presented me with a fabulous business idea, and they said, oh, you've got to be careful about people from this particular location, they're well known for fraud. And I said, you can't generalize. And so this is something that, I was talking to a sister who's conscious, or supposed to be conscious and African centric. And I said, wow, we need to be mindful about generalizations. However, I would like anybody who's interested to come and have a presentation. That's what I want. Don't want to give out too much information online, because you don't know who's watching. And people have to understand that if we start something, we have to be doubly safe about what's going on. I should know, yeah, Black has been under attack.
Mm.
Where with misinformation and lie, and people know what they're talking about. They've never even been. They don't even understand the land systems. They don't understand acquisition at all, but they claim to be experts when actually, when further investigation has been done, it turns out that they're the actual scammers and the fraudsters, So, we've got to be mindful, and we have to protect what we do. And if this is an investment opportunity that is going to be great for you, we have to also protect it, because if not, it will be abused by people who look just like us. It happened to Malcolm X. It happened to Marcus Garvey. It's happened to Martin Luther King. It happened to every single Stephen Biko. It happened to Camille Cabral. It has happened to every great freedom fighter, anyone who stood up for justice, anyone who's gone to help with the progression of their people. They have been either betrayed, or they've had their businesses shut down, or people have just discredit them, defame them, and tell lies on them. Yeah. And so, yes, there is financial protection involved in the scheme. Also, I think that people asking hard questions when it comes to your money, you haven't invested a penny yet. We're just discussing at this stage a program that can bring you money. And I think that this is what it's about. It's just an invitation to treat. I'm not asking anyone to do anything. I just wanted to share with you, you know, the couple that are on your right, Amina and Timothy and Alfonso, sorry, right? Amina and Alfonso have both made money on this scheme, enough so that they can actually come and repatriate to Africa. So I said, well, tell me more. I want to know more. How was you able to do it? They have the proof, they have the evidence, and I've seen it. And so I from an evidence-based stance, and I think that's important that with the audience, the reason why, if you like, this is a private club, and why it's important to keep confidentiality around what some of us that are involved in it, and who some people who are making good money from the project, the reasons why you think that it's important for us to safeguard ourselves.
Absolutely.
Des?
Totally. Sorry. There's also, we have a compliance procedure and policies within our company as well. So there's many things that we cannot talk about on an open forum, simply because we don't want to look like, we're not trying to entice anyone to join us. We're not trying to, we're not going to say things that people are going to take, misconstrue, and take somewhere else and say, oh, well, you know, Des said, Amina said, blah, blah, blah. No. This is why we invite everybody to come and take a look at the information, because it's easier that way for you to make a decision based on that information, as opposed to us saying, you're going to make millions of pounds and you're going to do this and do that. No. We have a particular system. We want to share it with individuals, whoever wants to see it. And that's all you have to do is come and take a look. And we will be open and as transparent as we possibly can with every single person. And then you can ask as many questions as you want once you've seen the information, as opposed to trying to eke out what you can, try and piece it together without seeing a single presentation, and then say, oh, well, they promised me this and they promised me that. No, that's not how it works. But also, just due to the compliance that we go through, and it's stringent compliance that we have to go through, because we are in many different countries around the world, we have to be very, very careful in what we put out there, what we say, how we say it, because we don't want to get ourselves or the company into any trouble whatsoever, and we don't want to provide any misinformation or information to get misconstrued in any way, shape, or form. So that's why we simply say to people, come and see the information, come and check it out for yourself, come and do your due diligence, then you can make an informed business decision, as opposed to, like I said, trying to piece it together and using sort of like old knowledge to try and look at a new thing. Very difficult thing to do. Yeah, so we want everybody to look at it with an open mind and open eyes. And I've just seen another question: by which financial institution is protected? If this protected the company, I'm not quite sure what that means. Are you asking it? Are we regulated? I think that's possibly where you're going with that particular question. We're not regulated by any financial services, because the whole of the crypto space is unregulated. So none of it's regulated by anyone. And to be honest, if you look into what regulation actually is, you'll find that it's not quite what it seems. A lot of people come to us with this whole thing about who are you regulated by, who are you, you know, which institution is this and that. And if you really look at how banks are regulated, you will find that not everything is as it seems. So that's what I would say to you with regards to that. We must invest in their project where we can get the highest yield and take our profits home.
Yeah.
Okay. Once again, I'm going to just reiterate: it's not an investment. If you're referring to what we are discussing, it's not an investment. It's purchasing a membership and being part of an ecosystem, a huge ecosystem. How many people has membership at the moment? Over 1 million. That I can tell you. Globally, over 1 million. So we've been doing very well, even through COVID. So there's a clue there. There is a clue there. Only invest what you can afford to lose in any business. Can't assume a gain, leave and hold. Again, I'm just going to reiterate what we say to everybody. Come in as strong as you possibly can, but to the value that allows you to sleep like a baby at night. So we don't get involved in business. I don't know anyone who gets involved in business to lose money. I certainly don't. So again, there also will be a shift in the mentality with regards to how you see business, how you see what you're doing, and the membership that you're going to purchase. I only ask a question because I've lost money in crypto.
Chef,
And
can
I
I
need
have
to know
another
what,
food, please?
as the majority of crypto companies are European. I totally understand that. I know how you feel. Before I joined the company I'm with and being a part of this company, I also lost money in crypto. So I know exactly what you're saying. So I know how you feel. I felt exactly the same way when it happened to me. But what I found is when I have done my due diligence based on the information that was presented to me, it was a whole different situation. So what I tend to do is clear my lines when I'm given an opportunity to look at something. I don't look at it with a distorted view because I've lost money in the past. I look at it as a completely new sheet and say, okay, then this is what I'm being presented with, not what's happened to me previously. You know, there is always that element of fear and doubt. It does happen, but if you're somebody who digs deep and does their due diligence, you will find that the companies that we're a part of, there's not much that you will be running away from. You'll actually run to it. Europeans ask hard questions when it comes to their money. So should we? Absolutely. This is why I'm saying come and see the information, and you can ask as many questions as you want. But see the information first. Be presented with the information first. Lots of money can be made in cryptocurrency, but you should not do day trade. You must buy and hold. You can lose and sell early. I buy coins and sell it. Again, thank you for what you're saying, Gloria, but we have nothing to do with trading. Absolutely nothing. So, yes, you're probably right. You've probably got a point with what you're saying. But this is not about trading. This is about blockchain, which is a very different system altogether. They all relate to each other. How much is the membership? Once you've seen the presentation, Sheba, you'd be able to decide what size of membership you would like to purchase and like to acquire. So again, it's entirely up to you, because what we don't want to do is start spouting numbers out there, and it could be too big or too small for you. I don't know. I really couldn't say. So the best thing to do is see the information and make a decision for yourself. So it's like asking how much a gym membership is. They all vary, you know. Well, what about the Northern Hemisphere, USA, Canada? Are they accessible? Yes. We have a huge team in the States. We've got a growing team in Canada. In fact, right across that side of the world. So yeah. Almost, I haven't heard of any country that we cannot operate in yet. Mm-hmm. There may be one or two, but the Northern Hemisphere is not one of them. So you will be absolutely fine in the US. Oh, somebody's saying good evening. Good evening. And I'd also like to add, I love, Nayanka, what you're doing with this particular platform. I think this is brilliant. I think you should be given props for the work that you're doing with Bla Xit, because I think This is the first time I've been on here, and I'll be on here again, definitely. I think this is excellent, and you know, massive round of applause to you and what you're doing and how you're bringing the communities together. I think this is great, and repatriating back to Africa. So very well done to yourself.
Absolutely.
I think you should be given more credit for what you're doing.
Yeah.
Thank
I
you.
think she's.
Okay.
Oh no, she's.
I'm
Yeah.
here.
Yeah. So really, this is
Thank you so
an invitation to.
much.
Yeah, there's a delay.
I'm just going for a comment and do advert here in. So I'm just going back into comments. My computer's a bit. Well, we have
Is there a slight delay?
another question.
Yes, there is.
And yes. And
Okay.
so Sheba Nima said, she said, is 0.5 a day the most that I can gain?
Yeah. Okay.
At the moment, yes. The company makes different decisions based on its position, but at the moment, that's what the company is offering as a promotion. It's 0.5% per day. How much more of that you would want, I don't know.
I was like, wherever I can get.
I understand you can come in at different amounts, but what is the membership minimum cost? Once again, is that G. Smith? I would say, really, the best thing to do is watch a presentation. The best thing to do, because you can only make a decision based on what you can see and hear for yourself. I could tell you minimums, maximums, all sorts, but it wouldn't be fair because I don't know what your budget is. I don't know what you've got lying around. I don't know what you could make work for you. And what we tend to do is say, okay, what's the smallest? But you may be able to do something that's much bigger than the minimum amount. Your amounts might be huge and we don't know. And you could benefit from this in such a huge way. So if I told you what the minimum is, it wouldn't be very fair. It wouldn't be fair on you. So again, the best way to make that sort of decision, because the minimum might not, you could probably go way beyond that and do so much more for yourself and your family. So again, I don't put numbers out there. I don't talk about minimums. I don't talk about maximums. I just talk about you making a decision based on you and the information and how you receive the information, how you interpret the information, and what's best for you and your household economy. I know some people might feel like,
Okay, so
you know,
I think what people should do is get in contact if they'd like to see a presentation and find out more information, because it's almost like you're getting involved or you're getting called into something that is, you know, going to be prosperous for you and make you abundance. And so, you know, it's like there are other private members clubs, let's just say, I won't name them, but there are other private members clubs where, you know, the members make money for each other. And so, but now, you know, we are beginning to do our own. That's basically one way of looking at it. Yeah. And of increasing our own wealth. And so, you know, on a platform such as mine, I'm just using it to share that the opportunity exists.
Yeah, absolutely.
But what I want you to do is to follow up so you can find that. And so that's why I've just put our email address on the screen. But I want other people to come in with their money-making ideas too. And so people might be excellent at crypto trading. They might be excellent in other areas. They might even train people. They might even be great at the stock market. This is your platform, okay, to see how we can, you know, make money for each other. I'm going to put the invitation back in the group again. Yeah. Like I said, someone's asked me if I'm going to guarantee their investment. It's not an investment. I don't know how many more. I don't know how many more words I can say. It's like if I join a club. Yeah. Let's just say I join a club. The benefit that I get from that club is how I use my membership.
Mhm.
Yeah. If, for example, I give you an example, right? I was with a bank, and I'm not going to say the name of the bank, but let's just call them not the best in the West. Yeah, bank. Yeah. And
Yes.
this bank had a bank account, and you pay for the bank account on a monthly basis. And, you're supposed to get all these, derived benefits that you pay for from having this bank account. It was packaged so well, packaged so nice. And so I thought to myself, okay, anyway, it worked out that I only ever used one of the benefits, yeah, from the account, and that was travel insurance. Yeah. Anyway, during one of my many countries that I traveled to, I think it was Corfu in Greece, I got sick. So I had to use this travel insurance, only to realize that I had to pay the doctor an excess. Yeah. And then when I had an item get lost, the item actually had got lost. The excess was higher than the item that I paid for. So really, this
Wow.
packaged account was just really not worth even the money I paid for it, because I paid for it for so many years. I could never confer the benefit that I got from it, because it wasn't giving me any benefit. What this membership, and that's the reason why they're here today. And so, in terms of any assurances, you have to go and decide that for yourself. I'm not taking responsibility for anyone's decisions except for my own. And
Mhm.
for me, I'm personally very, 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 excited about this. I really am, because it's something that has been missing in our community for a long time. Something that is stable, something that is reliable, something that has many members, and something that benefits us as Black people, as Africans. And it's long overdue, long overdue. In America and other places, I've seen, similar things happening, and that have been very, very successful. So it's nice to know that this is now coming from, us, because in the UK, we are a little bit, a bit slow to catch up with our cousins abroad. Seen it myself with my own eyes in my own house, and seen how it works. And so that's what keeps me really interested. And that's why I want you to say, look, I'm interested. Drop me an email or send me a text via WhatsApp. WhatsApp number is +220 240 5273. I'll say that again slowly because I do speak fast. So it's +220, yeah, 240 5273. Drop me a WhatsApp text. I mainly read the texts. I don't have much time to answer the phone. But if you drop me a text, then I surely will reply. But just put the word in membership. Just add the word membership. Yeah. And then we'll see what we can do, because I think that we need to I think that we need to how maybe create this within Exit membership, because allow you to have membership of your channel. Now, I don't want to do a membership that is not, because if on average 1,000 people watch a video, if we have millions of views on the channel, yeah, then why not? We have over 50,000 subscribers. If we can benefit even a fraction of, let's say, half of those 25,000 subscribers, and if us as 25,000 subscribers all decided that, yes, we're going to invest, you know how much it would benefit all of us. And that is it. This is when you use power, people power. And this is something that we haven't been using in order to create positive economical environments for ourselves. That is empowering financial abundance and financial freedom and independence. And this is why I'm in Africa, is because I don't have any mortgage. I have a beautiful home. I have, I don't have car payments. I drive a lovely car. I have my lovely swimming pool. I have a nice lifestyle. And I want you to have the same. I'm not being full. I'm here to share. Okay? Here, buying cheap land, repatriation deals, begging on my knees in order to try and get, land that isn't even half price on some of the plots for you to come home, for nothing. For people to talk about, look at your land size and whatever, that can all be checked by physical planning. It's not even a problem, and it's the government that do it actually. So, at the end of the day, it's an opportunity, and it's an opportunity I don't want you to miss. To drop me an email at Black's Home. I also want you to drop me a text. And then what I will do is I will connect you, right, with Amina and Alfonso, okay? And they will take the rest from there. All I'm doing is sharing, because sharing is caring, regardless of whether people like it or not. It's true. If you share, you do care. And so I do care about you, Black Xit family. It's important to me that if we have an opportunity, I have an obligation that if I'm going to make money, I want you to make money too. Yeah. If I'm having a great time in Africa, I want you to have a great time too. If I'm enjoying my lifestyle, I want you to enjoy your lifestyle too. We don't know about it. And I want you to also remember that if you are in a food festival, a chow fair, and I'm hoping that Lucky, who also knows about investments, and also about making money, can jump on and join us. So, Wobo Lucky Brown, welcome again. It's so nice to see you.
Yeah.
I hope he'll be added soon.
Yeah.
You just can't see him yet.
Yes.
Lovely
Same
to see you.
too.
How's the
Yes, same
prep
here.
going for the chow fair, the delicious chow fair? How's the
We're preparing. The stress is so much. Mistake. The stress is so much, and not having so much fun to do some things that you need to do. So it's just so stressful. How you doing?
Well, you see, this is it. He was looking for sponsors and people to support him. This is his fifth chow fair. It's in Nigeria, in Port Harcourt. As you know, Black Xit really circumvents the globe. We sometimes have people on from Iceland, from Ireland, all the way to Hawaii, wherever, all over the world, all over Africa. We have, Black Xit family in every corner of the earth, even West Papua. And I do want to always shout out my Free West Papua campaign people and all my people over there in the South Pacific, in, of course, the beautiful islands within Melanesia. Because a lot of people forget about Melanesia. They hear about Polynesia, they hear about everywhere else, but they forget about the Black Islands, Melanesia. So I want to give a big shout out to my family over there in Melanesia. And so now over to Nigeria. So Bobo, can you give us an update and tell us a little how's it going with regard to Some people said they wanted to express an interest. I'm hoping that they can come on or go into the private chat and to support.
Before you start, I need to jump off because there's another call that I need to get on.
No worries. Thank you.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you very much for having
that's
me.
perfect.
Thank you,
I want
guys.
to say thank you so much.
Thank
I
you.
want to say thank you, Des. You know,
Pleasure.
I'm glad that you're over there in lovely, beautiful Egypt. In fact, I love Egypt very much. I've been there and I did enjoy myself there, you know, land of our ancestors.
Absolutely.
And land of our deities too. And so a very powerful place to be. So thank you so much. Yeah.
Absolutely.
And I will be getting information and hopefully taking everybody's inquiries and interests, and hopefully we can help to grow from 1 million to 2 million.
Absolutely. That's what I'm looking forward to. But thank you for your time. Thank you for your platform.
Thank you.
And
Thank
for
you.
having
Bye.
me. Million Fonz. See you again. Take care.
Okay. Okay. Bye.
Bye-bye. Bye-bye. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you for joining us. Thank you.
Okay. Thank you very much, Nyancho, for having us.
Okay, so oh, you're more than welcome. You're more than welcome. So there.
Okay, so we'll see you
Robo,
again.
you got any? Definitely, we'll do this again. We'll definitely do it again.
Okay.
Thank you, and I'll send anybody that's got an interest. I'll send their email addresses or their telephone numbers to you as soon as I get them.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Yes, that's well.
Okay.
Thank you. Okay. Bye-bye.
Thank you so much. It was great seeing you both.
Okay.
Thank you. Bye. Look who it is. Yeah. Hello, my dear. How are you?
Very good. How about yourself?
Listen, these are two men. I wanted to connect you both. I'm so happy that you're both here because you know Chow Fest time is on. We need to support this lovely man, Wobo, Lucky Brown, with his Chow Fair in Port Harcourt. That's going to be happening on is it the 16th and the 17th? I've got the dates right. Let me have a look at my phone. I'm actually going to post it on my community page for you. Also, in fact, you know what? Why not do it now?
Yeah, let me get some information real quick. Let me just write a couple things down. What's his website? The name of the website.
Do you know what? I want you to do me a favor. Drop me an email. That's why I've got my email address on the screen. I want you to drop me an email and I will share because we're on a public platform, as you know, and there are so many frenemies, let's say that, who just would love to tear this down. And I don't want anything to happen. So I'm being precious. Okay.
Okay.
Robo, can you hear me? Robo looks like he's frozen. So last week we was talking about supporting the Chow Fair, and he's obviously looking for sponsors, people that can help to support. So I'm pulling out a campaign or an appeal, Bla Xit Family. There's so many comments that I haven't. I want to say hello to Kwame. Kwame, welcome, fam. Good to see you. Where am I?
Is it Bla Xit?
Yeah, I want everybody to email me, and then once you email me, I'll give you the information. It's info BLAXITHOME.com. Because Wobo, I want you to exchange details with Amara as well, because Amara is last week said that he would love to support you. I know you're under pressure, so I'm sure that we all need help. Oh, he's just jumped off. I think he'll come back on again. So what I want you to do for me, Amara, I want you to send me your details. Okay. Have you got a pen handy?
Yeah, I got a pen handy.
I want to give you my WhatsApp number. I want to give you my WhatsApp number.
I tell you what, though. I tell you what. And, you know, just because you said about the frenemies and whatever, let me email you all my information, and they'll take it off from there. How about that?
Okay, that's it.
Yeah.
You know I got lots of frenemies.
Yeah, you got a lot of
You
frenemies.
know what? I think one of them. Listen. I am right. I am convinced that one of them is obsessed with me.
But you know, you always got stalkers. You always got stalkers. That's what it is.
Hmm?
They don't openly admit it, but you got they're stalkers. I mean, some people are mentally. If you got that much time to be a distractor, then you have nothing else to do with your spare time. You don't have nothing else to do with your spare time. That's the problem.
Yeah,
And
I
it's a
think that
shame.
they only get views when they mention Blaxit. Okay, I think he's back. I said I think they only get views when they mention Blaxit.
Yeah, they only get views.
They don't get any views unless
some
they're
of those
talking
people
about
are.
Blaxit. How sad is that?
Some of those people got serious mental issues. If you check, I'm not trying to beat a man while he's down or none of that scenario. But some people have serious issues. If you see somebody has spent that much time, you know, trying to get attention from somebody, it's a serious mental issue. You know, it's sad. It's a shame. Yep. It's a shame.
I personally don't watch it because I don't buy into the negative narrative. I've always tried to stay away from the negative narrative because, you know, at first I didn't even realize that it was, to be fair. But you know, afterwards, when you realize that it is, then you know you just kind of stay away from it. But Wobo, I want to connect you with Amara so you two can have a conversation. So I'm going to jump off the stream, and so you can have a conversation about Chow Fest. I'm just going to remove myself so the stream is smooth because it's Ramadan here, so everybody's on the internet, so it's a bit slow. It's lagging.
Hello. Hello.
He's gone. I think that he'll come back in a second. So yeah, I want you two to connect because it's really important that we do this. But today we're talking about money.
Okay.
And some people believe that money is the root, you know, to all evil. Some people believe that money is a tool. Some people believe that money corrupts. Some people believe that money frees you. Some people believe that money makes you happy. Some people realize that money is the key to freedom. Some people think that, you know, money can make you do things that you didn't want to do. Now, what's your take on money? And have you got any money-making ideas that people can use to come back to Africa? Over to you, Amara.
With my story is, recently moved my family over there to Sierra Leone because of this LGBTQ thing in America, and the morals I just had gone down. So it was like a 7-year plan. And in addition to my professional job, I did Uber. I bought the luxury car and did the luxury Uber driving. So when you do that, all you do is executives. That's who you pick up, top executives. And that was one of my money-making ideas. Another money-making idea, when I got off my 9 to 5, I did that for like 3 hours, like 4 days out of the week. I spread them out. Another money-making idea I had was, I don't know if they got it in the UK, but in America, they got what is called NADEX. NADEX is binary shares, binary options. See, I've been with them for a long time. They give you like a demo demo. You go on there. You don't spend your real money. You do a demo for over 6 months to learn the system by itself. Then when you're done learning the system by itself, you can start putting in money little bit by little bit and see how it goes till you build your confidence and you start trading more. And it's been a good journey. Yep, it's been a good journey because it's been a learning experience. Then another one is called Forex. They teach you how to do Forex and foreign exchange. That's another side hustle, money making idea. I was engaging into. Then I was engaging into. It's another website. I forgot the name of it. I wasn't there for long, but it made a lot of money if you're doing surveys. You're doing surveys and it's split. You do surveys on one end, on the other end you do this. You have to buy a specialty camera to go to local businesses, and you gotta dress like regular dress, the way I dress to go to work, professional. You gotta dress like that and have a specialty camera which you go to these businesses. Is
Your
somebody talking in the background?
sound. Shamuna? 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 Hang on. Shamuna? I don't think that they're aware that their phone has come through. Shamuna? Hello? I'll just mute them until they're ready to come on.
Okay. So that was on. You take a lot of pictures for these companies. You email them the pictures. You go to the businesses. These are property owners that own large property. So that's one. Can I go on?
Sorry, I'm just trying. Lucky. Robo. Robo, can you hear me? Robo. Can you hear me? Robo. I think he's frozen every time because he wants to talk to you.
Oh.
He wants to talk to you about the Chow Fest. Chow Fair, sorry.
Okay.
Robo?
What is it really about?
So they've got a brilliant food fest. I really wanted to go to Nigeria to attend. But,
You say it's a food fest?
a food fair. It's a massive food fair in Port Harcourt in Nigeria.
Okay.
And you know, like in Port Harcourt, I think they have about 12 million or 7 million, I can't remember. But it's a lot of people, 7 million people Harcourt in Nigeria.
Okay.
Are you with us?
Okay. Mm-hmm.
So he was looking for support. So I just wanted him to share his message of what he's seeking support for.
Okay.
Robo, go ahead. Go ahead, we can hear you. Webo, can you hear us? Give us a sign. I don't know what's going on. I don't think he can hear me. So basically, it's the 5th year, and it's a huge food fair. I wanted to Bla Xit to go and to cover it this year. So I'm hoping, it's just that I've got some other commitments, which it's like a crossover. But even if I can fly in just for a couple of days to go or it's only for 2 days, but I'd like to do it. But seeking sponsors and so on, as am I, because I want to go. I want to go and cover it and give the food fair more exposure, because I don't think that African food is really sold the way it should be, in the same way you have, fish and chips or burgers. And so one of my objectives is to promote African food in the same way like we promote African music, like, Afro beats or what have you. I think that there's a huge market for African food, whether it be fufu or whether it be benachin or, jollof rice, kenke. It doesn't matter. I just think that African food is really unsold and unpromoted. Unlike other world foods, like Chinese food, for example, African food should be on the same level, but it's not. And, African dishes are so delicious. I mean, honestly, I don't even know. I live here and I just love eating. I shouldn't say that, but the food is so amazing. Do you know what? Even when I was in Sierra Leone, I went to McKinney.
That's
And
why
when
I'm
I was
from.
in McKinney, where the university is in McKinney. You're from McKinney?
Well, actually, that's where my family's from. Bombali district. McKinney is the capital of Bombali district, and like the next kingdom outside of
Yes.
McKinney, that's our kingdom. It's called Kamalo. It's the Sanda local kingdom, but the town of the south, the village where we come from, is the administrative seat of the kingdom of Sanda local, and it's called Kamalo. That's where we come from. Yep, that same
Okay. So,
Bombali district. That's where McKinney is, and the next door to McKinney is our kingdom. Yep.
oh wow. So
Yep.
while I was there, I promoted Sierra Leonean food, as I do, in the same way that I promote Gambian foods, and you'll see that I promote Guinean food as well. And so I really want to go and promote Nigerian food, but getting there, because I just came back from Guinea-Bissau and also from Senegal. And as you know, we're financing ourselves to do the channel. It's not like we're funded, and of course, YouTube give you who they like and share and promote and encourage like.
Okay.
I'm not sure if I'm in their on their favorite friends list at the moment, but anyway. So you're back your fair that's going on, the Chow Fair. Chow means food, as I've learned. So while I've got you, please just share and talk about the support that you need moving forward.
Say what? Is that to share what?
Share what support you need for the Chow Fair. I see a poster that we've got talking about you need sponsors and supporters. I got it in my email, in my WhatsApp group.
Yeah.
So I wanted to share it on my community page. But I thought while you're here on Bla Xit, there might be people that might be able to support you so that you can go. Obviously, Bla Xit, I wanted to come out myself personally. I wanted to fly out to cover it because I love covering food fairs and like I told now I cover the Food Rice Festival in McKinney in Sierra Leone. So I would love to come to Nigeria to cover your food fare. Obviously, I'm looking for sponsors myself to support, you know, the fare and the accommodation. So there is a travel company that I'm talking to see if that's going to be made possible. So what support were you needing? We can hear you.
Yeah, to Brexit. Wow.
Speak up a little bit, please.
In terms of
Your voice is really loud.
publicity, we're trying to get a stay for the event. I say, well, I've done. Okay. And stay order, like putting things together. The place based like the festival, that festival. That's what we do. We are lacking funds in that area, and also get the venue to. We've paid part for the venue. It's remaining thousands of naira to complete that part. So that's basically the two areas actually looking for support. So the 5 years, and on getting an 8 artist, and that is going to cost us more. So we are just putting that aside. But we want the event, we want people who attend to have. So that's why we're talking about the stage.
Mm-hmm. You break it out.
Okay. Amara, say that again.
It's breaking out.
Yeah, it was hard to hear you. Can you say it again?
I said he's breaking out. You can't hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. I agree. It's not stable. Can you say it again for me, Wobo? Because we couldn't hear it properly.
Okay. The thing is, does he have a website where people can make donations? Does he have anything set up like that to raise funds?
So.
You think so?
I got a flyer in my phone. I've got a phone and I'd like to help. Really into the promotion of our own foods. I got sent a flyer. Hang on. What I'll do is I'll put the flyer on the community page. It has information on it. She says she has it in her phone and she can't find it. Hang on. Typical. Let's have a look. Yeah, it's Jolly Trade Fit. Look, I'm not sure if you can see it on the camera. Oh. So if you can see, it's a Jolly Chow Fair. I'm going to put it on the community page. So if everybody could go onto the YouTube community page, you'll see it's a Chow Fair. And it's a Jolly edition. And it's from the 16th to the 17th of April. And that's 2022. And
That's next week?
for sponsorship and partnership, he's got 2 numbers. So I'm going to call them out. And what I'll do is
that next
make
week?
a banner.
That's next week, right?
Make another banner and put it on there. So it's on the. No, it's probably make a comment on the screen. So let me try to write it here. It's a shame that his
that's next week, right?
His thing isn't working properly. Yeah, that's why for the last sort of 3-4 weeks we've been talking about it and trying to appeal for help. Because I'd really like this fair to grow.
But does he have like a website or something? Western Union.
Yeah, I've got information
So
here.
yeah,
I'm
tell
just gonna
like
put it. I'm
Western
just gonna put the
Union.
information.
So what do you need to do if usually when you send money to like West African countries, you gotta do Western Union or MoneyGram, you know?
Yes. So I'm
I
gonna
don't
put a
know
number out.
if they got it in there. I don't know if they got it in Nigeria.
I'm gonna
Western,
put a number out so that you can contact. Yeah. So I'm just gonna write Chow Fair info line. Yeah. Oops, typo. Is this computer lags? It's a little bit hard. Hang on. Sorry, everybody. I'm just putting out information because if we don't help each other, who else is going to help us? Info line. I'm just typing it out. 08063195155. So I think that's the number that we can use. I don't know if there's a code. Okay, let's see if Expected can help us. This is a Bla Xit partner who helps us with all our production and, of course, droning needs, post-production, pre-production. Hey, good to see you. Expected. How you doing?
What you gonna do? What you gonna do
What you
when
gonna
they come
do
for
when
you?
they come for you? Sorry, that's a private joke, everyone. I'm good. I'm just asking, have I put up the right number for the Chow Fair? Is there supposed to be an area
It's plus
code or something,
234.
or is that correct?
No, plus 234 806. It's plus 234 806 3195 155. Put the country code, you know.
That's what's up.
Hang on.
That's what's up.
Okay, I didn't put the country code.
Yeah, you have to add the country code.
Is that
what's
number?
up?
So I'm planning to do. I plan to stream the event from. I'll stream it. I don't know if you could give me a link to Bla Xit. So we'll stream the Chow Fair event for Bla Xit Family to watch.
Let me ask you a question. When they send money over to Nigeria, what do they use? Western Union or MoneyGram?
You could use MoneyGram. You could use Western Union. You could use there's one my friend normally uses. It's not too hard. He's in the US too.
US MoneyGram and Western Union. That's what's popular here.
Yes, it's easy. You could do that too.
So I tell you, why don't you give us his name so that people can wire him a transfer?
Okay, so
what's your full name?
Lucky, you can share your details now.
You got a website? Do you got a email address?
I just need the area code.
No, I'm talking about.
I'm just writing it on.
Lucky, can you hear?
Do you have an email address?
We can't hear him. That's what the problem is. That's why I'm asking you to WhatsApp him and then give us the information in a private chat, and I'll cut and paste it into the main group.
Let me call him privately. Let me call him privately.
Okay. We're gonna get the Chow Fair details. It's because he's not talking. We can't hear him. So I'm just gonna. What did he say the area code is again?
I forgot. I forgot. Anyway, you know what it is? What I'm gonna do is get on your email and then get all this information and then take it up from there.
Just say
Yeah,
it's
that's
Amara. Just say it's Amara, you know.
yeah.
Because Amara,
I
you
email
like
you. I
myself is
email you and then
in
get all this
everything
information.
African, okay?
Huh?
Yeah. I said you like myself is into promotion of everything African. And this is so important. We need to, oh, thank you. Warrior Queen just gave it to me. 2, 3, 4. So do I drop Zena, Warrior Queen? Do I drop the 0 before the 8, or do I leave it there? Could you just let me know? Do I drop the 0 or do I leave it there? Because I know when you add the area codes, you take off the top 0 in England. I'm not sure if we do here. Yeah, you drop the 0. Okay, thank you. She just got back to me. So it's 234. I got the number now. 806 319 5155.
Too hot. Too hot.
Listen, it's better than being too cold.
Huh? Go ahead. It went off?
Okay, I'm going to put it on the screen. So for the Chow Fair, and go. We could just get on a flight and just go and eat food, African food together and enjoy ourselves and meet up in Nigeria. Maybe next year we could organize a trip. So we actually get to see like a tour. Maybe we could, I'm going to get back to this travel company. I don't see why we couldn't even do an impromptu one. I know it's a bit short notice, but why not live a little? Enjoy yourself. There it is. I've done it now. So I'm going to show it on the screen. I've done it. So what's been great in your week?
For me?
Oh, look, Xena Warrior said if she had more time, she would come. It would be great. I think a chow fair, food fair, we should all go and eat beautiful African food. Eat some plantain and some grilled fish and some vegetables, lovely African vegetables. That will just be amazing. Hang on, I think he's back. Let's see if he's got a better connection this time. Come on in, come on in. So if you think it will be a good idea, food is promoted to the world the same way that everything is promoted to the world, let me know. Should we start promoting African food to the world? Should we not make that one of our mantras, eat the African way? Yeah, best food is African food. What do you say, Wovo?
We can't stop promoting African food. We cannot. African food for me is the best in the world. I don't know. I don't care what anybody have to say, but African food is still the bomb, man. The sauce, the saucing, the spicing of the food is out of this world. You understand? Like there is this feeling when you eat African food. So it's not something that we cannot promote in it. Child fair, yeah, to promote a food culture.
So if someone wanted to wire you money, what would be the best way? So I wanted to send a donation because I might not be able to come. I may be the best way to send a donation. You never know. My backers might support me and help me to come. If not, I might come off of my own wind.
experience amongst
Your connection is very poor. Hello? So listen, we're nearing a benchmark anyway with Black Xit subscribers. So I think 20 away from hitting a benchmark, which I'd love to share. So please, if you know anybody that could subscribe to the channel, please share with them and ask them to subscribe via social media, via Twitter, via Snapchat, via Facebook, via WhatsApp, via Telegram, via Signal, via whatever platform you can use, via Insta, and ask them to subscribe to Black Xit. We've got 20 more subscribers to get to hit a milestone, which I would love to celebrate and share with you. So please do that as soon as you can for me. Please share about this platform with your friends and family and ask them to subscribe. I need 20 more subscribers tonight, please, Black Xit family. If you could help me with that, I would so appreciate it. So the Black Xit WhatsApp number, someone has asked me. So if I can get Lucky, if you can take this down because we're having problems with your signal. Take this number, which is the Black Xit number for WhatsApp, and then message me. Yeah, I'm just writing it. It's gone again. I think his signal is quite weak. So that's the Black Xit. That's the Black Xit WhatsApp. I've just put it in the chat so we can do that. So listen, money making ideas to come home. I haven't really talked about my ideas yet. I haven't pushed it forward, but one of the ideas that that I did have, and in fact, one of the ideas that I used was that I saw people advertising to work online, and I thought, oh, it will be an additional income stream for me. So I tried it, and it was like an advice line, and which I could do in my spare time. I could put in my hours when I wanted to, take calls when I wanted to. And you can do this anywhere in the world because it's online, it's via your phone number. So do look for like online advice lines. The most things that you look for is clear and audible communication and, you know, availability, reliability, and they will actually pay me by the minute. So, you know, it can be quite lucrative. It can be quite lucrative. So I think that, you know, that's one area that you can look into is go online and have a look at those jobs. Now, there are many companies which do operate in different countries, such as, for example, Amazon. They operate in African countries, not just in European ones. And there are many large conglomerate companies which operate across Africa that offer work online. So try and take the opportunity to have a look. And there are YouTube channels dedicated especially to just that, helping you to find a job online, and they advertise those opportunities. So please, you know, take advantage of that. As well as online positions, there are also logistical companies that do deliveries, and of course at certain times of the year they're very busy, so they often take on additional staff. Now there was a lady who came and approached me and said that she gives I'm not saying that I would advise this away, but that she gives blood and she gets paid for it.
Yeah.
And so I know I don't want anyone to bleed to death to get to Africa, but she was getting paid well for giving blood, and she did it on a regular basis. So I mean, I don't know if that for you, but that was one of the ways that you didn't have to have any qualifications, except for you had to have blood, good blood. That was it. But you know, on a more serious note, sorry, I know I shouldn't really be laughing about it, but on a more serious note, there is many ways to invest and make your money work for you. You know, Amara was talking about extra driving, getting a luxury car, you know, doing Uber, and there are other ways also
Binary
of
options. Right. And so if the ones in the United States can do the binary options, the website is called Nadex. And you can go over there and open a demo account. With the demo account, that's you're learning how to trade binary options. Binary options is really binary between me and somebody else. Okay, like I make a put, and I say gold is going to rise at a certain percentage. You know, and you on the you say is not going to rise that much. So that's putting a put right there. So binary is between us that both of us get enter into that agreement within the price of gold, all prices of different commodities, you know. So that's how binary option works. And you open a demo account and you learn. You don't spend your actual
someone
money.
wants you to spell it. Someone wants you to spell it.
Huh?
Someone wants you to spell the name of the company.
Nadex, Nadex. In
Do you want me
America.
to tell you a story?
Mm-hmm.
Something
Go ahead.
happened to me, right? So when I was in the UK and it was all the rage for everyone to start learning like these Forex and other platforms, I decided that I was going to do it. So, oh, Lucky's back. Let's see if he's got a better connection this time. Right. And so I decided that I was going to do it and I was going to try. I started to trade, like I did several things and I decided that I want to trade. And I was there and I was getting really to it and really kind of, you know, enjoying it. I wasn't making huge amounts of money, but I was making small amounts on a daily basis. So it was getting good, you know, looked, my little reserve was building up. Anyway, I was in a trade and I used my phone and my phone crashed. Whilst I was in that trade and the stocks plummeted and I lost my money.
I'm
And
sorry.
so
Sorry to
one
hear
of the
that.
things I would like to tell people just that when you are doing it, don't use your phone or an unreliable internet connection because it could lose you money. And also, when you are doing it, try and get someone who's good at it. That's my advice
Yeah.
for you. Some people are traders because that is their area of strength and that is their expertise. So if there's anybody that is good at stocks and shares and trading, or you know knows a lot about crypto or where other forms of you know binary or non-binary investment exist, it could be a good or opportunities for abundance exist, I should say. You know, it might be a good
The biggest
opportunity for
mistake,
you.
not to interrupt you, but the biggest mistake is not investing your own real money before the process is over. I say anybody that's going to be on a demo account, learn the tricks of the trade on. That's why they set it up for yourself. You learn the tricks of the trade for a good 6 to 7 months before you actually put any real money in. So it's patience. It takes patience. It takes practice. You know, you have to actually see
Hang on, I'm going to try and add Lucky again.
the up. Okay, the fluctuation of the commodity market, and so that's what it is. A lot of people hurry, they want now, without learning the process.
Yeah.
For me, it took me 2.5 years, and I was on a demo account for like a year and a half because I really wanted to learn how to do it really good, you know, before I start putting my real money in, you know.
So can you do it really good now? Can you help us to make money?
No, I'm not as good. No. I'm not as good as that, but I hold my own. because number one time of the day you're supposed to trade in the United States, particularly, that you're not going you have this 5 minutes binary puts. That's the best one to do. If you see a certain pattern, you leave it alone. Another one comes up around noon, between 11:30 in the afternoon, in the morning, to like noon to 12:30. That's why you can make the greatest money. You know, and because it's 5 minute puts. If you see something, that's why it's good to have the demo account, because if you've seen the demo a lot, you see how it crashes or makes money. You know, the different patterns. So it's something somebody doesn't have to like teach you like that. You have to go through the demo account yourself and watch the way how So that's what a lot of people don't have.
Is it trading then?
It's binary. Somebody somewhere around the world might put a put, you know, or someone in the United States might put a put. They say gold is going to rise to a certain extent, of oil, like this Russian war. You know, the fluctuation of the oil market is going to go up or go down. So you put a put, but where your training, where your confidence comes in, is going through the demo account. You got to practice in the demo account. And the longer you practice in the demo account, the more you see the same scenario. It's only a certain set of scenarios that are going to come out. You know? So why I say the longevity of going through the demo account, because the patterns, there's a set amount of patterns. The graph is going to split a certain way. But you got to put in the time to have seen it
let me bring
on a regular basis. So when it comes with your real money, you will know what to do. You see what I'm saying? That is not something somebody can tutor. Yeah. Somebody can tutor you. There's one guy that make calls. You can call him, and he makes a call. But I'm not into that. Huh?
Yeah.
There's a guy that you can call.
Try and come back in again. He seems to be coming in and out. I think he was waiting to talk. So when he comes in, we'll let him talk straight away. Robo, please come back. Perspective, also please return if you can. It'd be nice to see you. I'm going to be coming off very soon. But I just also wanted to remind people about TAF City. Don't forget TAF City, and don't forget TAF Twin, because they are selling very quickly, and the second estate, Diddy, is nearly complete. So you have the information for Bla Xit. I did put it on the screen, and it's also in the chat. It's info@blaxithome.com. info@blaxithome.com. Please get in touch so that we can put you in touch. And don't forget, you get an extra 2% discount when you go through Bla Xit. So, Robo, if you're not able to jump back in again, what I'll do is, Amara, send me your details via email. And then what I'll do is I'll add them. I'll send them directly to him. Yeah. So that you two can liaise directly, because I really would like to support the brother and what he's trying to do in promotion of African food. In fact, if he wins, we all win, you know? So the information number is there on the screen. So even after I'm off of this chat, it will still be on the channel. So please, I've put the Chow Fair information number on the screen so you can contact him as soon as possible. Brother needs help. I mean, to promote, you know, what we do and who we are, especially to each other, it can be very hard work, because sometimes we only want to eat other people's food. We only want to wear other people's clothes. We only want to lighten our skin to look at other people. We only want to straighten our hair to look like other people. We only want to wear contacts to look at other people. We don't really want to support, you know, ourselves. We don't even like our own reflection, you know? And so it's important sometimes that we promote our culture, and especially our food is a big part of culture, your identity of who you are. And I realize this now after being raised in England, you know, but both my parents were born in the Caribbean. And so it was nice to have our own subculture in the main culture, or else life would be boring for us, so particularly with the British diet. So I was glad that we had that, that subculture. But another way to make money, of course, is with food. And there's going to be a program coming up on Bla Xit this week in which we will be talking about investment by agriculture. And to give you a sneak preview, please, do watch it when you see it and try and help us to increase our views. It's with Osman Toure. Yes, surprise, surprise, our old Pan-Africanist Osman Toure. So watch out for that program. Really, really interesting program. We'll keep charting ahead, keep moving forward. Want to thank, like I said, Perspective, who is our partner and who provides us with excellent production values and also aerial phenomenon droning and images and photographs. That's his specialism. So I just want to say thank you to Perspective for joining us on the live today. I want to thank Amina and Alfonso and Des, who are our first 3 guests, for talking about the newest membership that is making people bags of money. And so that's why I'm interested, of course, and that's why I gave the opportunity to you. And I didn't want to talk too much about it. I just wanted you to know that it exists. So now you know that it exists. Drop me an email, info@blaxithome.com. That's info@blaxithome.com. And if you'd like to support Bla Xit in any way, you can do. Help me to get to Nigeria. That's via PayPal using the email address BOP Collective. That's BOPCOLLECTIVE Collective @yahoo.com. Or you can become a Patreon lifetime supporter. But definitely across the in Niger. I want to show you on Bla Xit. So I do hope that our supporters, the bookings company, come through, travel company comes through, and we're rolling. So let's see what we can do. And I want to see if I can also align it with the Bla Xit membership through YouTube. So Amara, I want to say thank you so much. You're always an inspiration. Okay. It's lovely speaking with you, lovely, sharing the lives with you. And what I'd like to do is for you to reach out to me. I put my number out there. So it's in the comments. And when you send me an email, I'll send you my number. Yeah. Please, if you could email me today, I'm going to go and check my email now.
No, as soon as we're done, as soon as we get off the live, I'm going to email you.
What I will do is I will call you. I'm going to call you offline. Yeah, I'm going to call you after this live. That's why I'm asking you to do it. So I have your number so I can WhatsApp call you.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. So,
well, it's been a pleasure talking to you.
Thank you so much for today. It was a fantastic live.
I say it's been a pleasure talking to you, knowing you, everything. Okay, let me go get this email started. All right.
Definitely. Okay, listen, and please join us again next week, Amara. And I'm going to call you offline. So Bla Xit family, listen. What a lovely program. Well, I've really enjoyed it. I love, doing things that is going to help our community moving forward. Like I said, it's food for thought, but food is also a way to make great money, as long as, of course, it's done in the right way. So Bla Xit family, Bla Xit family, Bla Xit family, I want to say thank you. I want to say, and send so much love out there to you all, and positive inspiration and positive vibes. And please, to ask you to please subscribe to Bla Xit if you haven't already. Please, please, please. Subscribe. I'm 20 away, 20, that's right, away from hitting a personal target. And I would also really, really enjoy just having your company on all of our programs, and of course get feedback, and of course you can tell me what you'd like to see. And of course, if you'd like to support us and help us to get to Nigeria, you can do by super sticker, super chat, or indeed you can also help by sending us a PayPal or a wire transfer, and I can provide you with the details. All you have to do is email us at info@blaxithome.com, and I will send you the information you need to do a wire transfer. But in the meantime, I'm just going to say bye for now. Talking about food has made me very hungry, and I haven't eaten at lunch, let alone dinner. I had a very, very busy day today. and just want to say I love you. Keep up the good work, and you know, everything has a solution. So focus on the solutions, and we'll live a great life and have a much nicer time. So Bla Xit Family, remember that we're one Africa, okay? We are one people, one nation, one destiny, one unity. And remember that, follow your dreams. And remember, you can come home, even if it's only for a visit. Come home. Yeah. And so Bla Xit Family, like I said, hopefully if we can do this live, maybe next week I'll be in Nigeria doing the live with you. So let's see how things go and take it from there. But if you'd like to support, you know how to do it. You can do it via PayPal using botcollective@yahoo.com or Patreon. So thank you so much. And I will see you again, all being well, wherever I am in the world next week. Thank you, Bla Xit Family. Trying to end it. There we are.